competitive gaming is just as demanding as physical sport.
Everybody better step to the left. Do not disrespect us athletes. Dude, I know I don't have the body of an athlete right now, but listen, summertime, your boy is on that.
3, 2.
Do not disrespect us athletes. Get the hell out of here, pink shirt! Get the heck out of here! Oh my gosh! What's good, everybody? Welcome back to another Friday night reaction video. We are here with another Jubilee video, and we have 6 people, 6 different pro gamers that are going to be questions to figure out whether if all pro gamers think the same. This video actually was recommended to me by, give me 1 second, Sir Mala. Sir Mala, if you're watching this, thank you for recommending this to me to watch and react to. Hopefully you and everyone else enjoys this video. If you guys are new to the channel, go ahead and subscribe and smash that like button, because I already know you guys are going to enjoy the video. Go ahead and just smash it right now. Just do that right now. Let's take a moment. Oh, if you guys saw the last video of Little Nightmares, I am still upset about that. I am still upset at what Six did. Oh my gosh. If I was to see her, I would still walk the other way because of the things that she can do. But still, I am so hot about that. I am so mad about that. But with that being said, let's get on with the video.
Gaming is anti-women. Like, no guy is saying, oh, you can't play online today because you're a woman.
I don't think it's anti-women, but I think there's just a lot more shit they have to deal with.
Zapping, fighting, and shooting their way.
It's a way of our society saying it's okay to shoot.
Well, what you are probably...
What did you say, old lady?
Wondering is it turning their brains to mush?
No, it is not.
Professional competitive video gaming. Players who play 10 or 12 hours a day to become the best in the world.
225,000, a life-changing amount of money.
My name is Austin Nitu. I'm 20 years old and I play Fortnite professionally. I won the first really big.
Did he win $225,000 off of a Fortnite tournament? This dude is only 20,000. I was about to say 20,000 years old. He's only 20 years old, y'all.
Fortnite tournament. It set the speed for the rest of the scene.
My name is Benita Novshadian. I'm
Hi,
27
Benita.
years old. My favorite part about gaming is literally just winning. I'm a very competitive person.
Benita just 4K'd us.
My name is Hugo.
4K.
I am 33 and I play Super Smash Brothers for Dignitas.
Okay, Hugo.
So
Look at him, look at him, look at him.
Kid, and I just
Don't
had
know
a ton
how
of
to
fun
act
with it, but I always wanted to be better than other people at it.
I'm Ariana Gamboa. I'm 19 years old and I play Halo competitively. It is my passion, and girls can also game.
Was that RuneScape? Wait a minute.
And I play Halo competitively.
I know this menu from anywhere. I used to play RuneScape back in the days.
It is my passion, and girls can also game.
One misconception is how much work people actually put in. There's a lot that goes into it.
Really?
A lot of people, have negative stigmas, playing games, doing nothing with his life. And rather, it can be quite a healthy outlet, and people really build futures out of gaming.
I agree. Gaming can be a healthy outlet for a lot of different people. Now, don't just be a bum and not be on top of your stuff and still just be gaming. Of course, make sure that you have your career in order, you have your money in order, and that you're taking care of things. But outside of that, ain't nothing wrong with spending some time gaming, And you can now make money off of it now, so it's technically a profession now.
I like energy drinks. 3.
Wait, I'm sorry. Can you give me a second to think about this?
Why? It's a simple yes or no question, sir. Do I like energy drinks? Yes, I do. The problem is, I think that ever since I started uploading on a regular basis, I upload almost every day now. And I'm the one that edits all of my videos, so every single night I'm I'm up just editing the videos, getting it ready for the next day. I go to sleep, wake up at 7, and like it's just lots and lots and lots of work and energy that goes into these videos. So I do drink quite a few energy drinks, and I feel like I've gotten to the point now where like I'm starting to kind of get addicted to it. So I don't want to be completely reliant on energy drinks. So I'm planning on cutting that out and just like fasting off of that for like a week or so. I'm probably going to have some sugar withdrawals because I do drink some of the ones with sugars. Some of them I do drink with no sugar. But I think when you're consuming that on a regular basis, I think your body kind of gets used to it to the point where like if you don't take it, then you feel like you're missing something. So I do feel like energy drinks, because of all the sugar that's in it and the contents that's inside of it, it can get a little addictive. So my answer to this question is yes.
This is like, okay.
It's not that hard of a question, dude.
I only like energy drinks with alcohol.
That's death. That is absolute death. That's the first time I've ever heard that in my life. Like, is that a good combination? Is that even a good combination? Like, can you imagine some... All right. Bonita, do your thing. Do your thing.
Does that affect your gameplay?
Well, I don't drink when I'm playing.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I was like, it's probably...
I definitely acknowledge the health risk that some energy drinks have, but for me, I mean, sometimes I'm playing in 4-hour sessions, just nonstop, having to play at the top of my game, and it helps out a lot.
I hella need it sometimes, and for the purpose of actually performing, I think it's great. I don't drink it at all on my off time because I felt like I was using it as a crutch. Oh, I don't have my energy, I can't compete. And at a certain point, I was like, that's pretty sad. Like, I need to be training and then trust that, not the energy drink.
Yeah, you don't want to.
True. Like I agree with them. Like you don't want to be completely reliant on the energy drink. You also have to take your health into consideration. Like you want to make sure that you're exercising, you're working out, you're taking your vitamins, you're eating right. Like ever since I started this YouTube thing, I kind of like just completely forgot about everything else as far as like eating right, and exercising. Your boy gained mad weight. You probably might see that in the last video. Like you might just see nothing but, when I stand up, you'll probably see nothing but stomach. Straight stomach. And starting next month, I'm going to be hitting the gym again. I'm going to be working out and getting back in shape. But like, yeah, like I said, like you don't want to be reliant on energy drinks all the time.
Rely on it, ever.
Your body should be able to, what did you move for? Okay, I get it. But yeah, your body should be providing you enough energy for you not to rely on that type of stuff.
Gaming culture is misogynistic.
Not gonna lie, I need a definition of that word.
Real dude, okay.
Yeah, what is misogynistic?
I promise y'all, I can kind of relate to him because I never heard of that term until like maybe last year. Hatred, dislike, or mistrust of women or prejudice against women.
Anti what?
I'm gonna wait till everybody moves and I'm gonna give you my response.
3, 2, 1, go.
Whoa! Whoa! Okay, hold on. Let me give my response to this. Wow. Okay. Wow. I would never think that because, well, number one, I'm new to online gaming. Like, growing up, I had, like, you know, consoles mainly, but never really played online with other people. So, like, I mainly did, like, story missions, and I played GTA by myself and things like that that would keep me occupied. But never, ever, ever would I imagine, like, just because there's a girl online, that's just mind-boggling to me.
That experience when they're in a game?
I don't think it is. I don't think it is. But I don't know what everyone's experience is like. What? Look at this dude is craving some energy drinks right now. Look at his face.
Gaming lobby, and well, probably us females probably experience this more. As soon as we speak, we get called fat. We get called all these ugly names, and that is still something I deal with today, as I did 10, 15 years ago. It is definitely a terrible thing to experience.
Honestly, ma'am, honestly, I think you're playing with little kids. not men. Because most of the men I know would never, like, that's lame. As soon as you speak, someone immediately calls you fat. Once again, I am not in her shoes. I've never experienced anything like that, so I'm not 100% sure that that's right. But I think you may have a lot of kids that may be, because I know kids can be trolls. Like, kids love being trolls. Like, a lot of people have this weird sense of power when they sit behind the keyboard and no one can see them. And mainly, like, kids, like, I watch girl streamers. I watch girls YouTubers like Jazzy Guns. Christology is one that I watch. I don't really watch too much Pokemon, but like, I never really seen the gaming community extremely toxic towards women. Once again, I may be wrong. I've never seen or experienced it, but I know occasionally you'll get that one or two people that are just complete idiots. But like, I don't see what, from my perspective, I don't see what any grown man would get from calling a girl fat or whatever, or making fun of a girl. Like, it's never like that. Like I mentioned before, like, last weekend I met 2 new people. One of them happened to be a female. She's from Canada, real cool person, someone that I can see myself gaming with for a while. And like, it's never toxic. I never seen the gaming community as toxic. I always looked at it as something that brought people together, no matter what your skin color is, gender, like, all of that stuff is just dumb to me. So again, for me, I don't think it is, but I haven't been in it long enough to where I would see that. But like, you guys can definitely leave your opinions in the comment section.
I have a girlfriend that streams though, so I feel like I've gotten more open-minded about it and understanding, and I can definitely understand the obstacles like females have to go through. It's pretty tough from people just saying dumb shit, or
I mean, guys deal with it too. Like, a troll is a troll. Like, they don't really care who it is. Like, they'll come at anybody and say the dumbest things. That's just the internet in general. Like I said, there's a lot of people, when they get behind a computer screen and know that that no one can see them, they get this weird sense of power that they can just say whatever to whoever and not face any consequence or whatever. And you just really have to get good at ignoring that type of stuff. Like, I never dealt with it personally, but I know as I continue to grow, I'm going to start seeing some stuff like that. And you just got to learn how to weed that stuff out of your community. And your community should, if you grow a strong community, they should back you up and like immediately would attack the guy for doing that. Like, if I'm gaming with the girl and I hear a dude talking like this to someone, then like, it's like, yo, bro, like, you good? Like, what's up with you? Like, I don't think any grown man would do that, but like, little kids, okay, I take that back. Some grown men would do that because they may be big physically, but in their minds they're still like a little jit, they're still a little child. But I see mostly like kids that are like 13 and under that's doing stupid stuff like this because they don't care, they don't know what life is yet, so they're just doing whatever,
saying you're bad, saying.
So all in all, sorry that I keep talking, but all in all, I don't think it's misogynistic, but there can be some toxicity to it, because when you're dealing with people, there's people that just do dumb things all the time.
You shouldn't compete, or
men sometimes hear those things.
Correct me if I'm
but
wrong.
They don't hear it because they're men.
Right.
They,
whoa, sir. Yes, we do hear it. Yes, we do hear it. But like, I feel like men deal with that type of stuff a little bit more differently than women. Like, someone can call me fat and I won't, like, I'm not emotionally connected to that. Like, we trash talk each other all the time, you know, but we can tell when someone is coming from a place of, hey, we're just joking, we're just being fun, competitive or whatever. And it actually makes the game kind of more fun, where we're just like, But like if someone is just like plain on attacking you, then it's like it's an immediate block. Like, yeah, get out of here. Like, we don't need that type of energy around us. But all in all, like, just protect your energy, ladies and gentlemen. Just protect your energy, because like bad energy can come from anywhere, whether it's you're gaming with some people, whether you're at work, playing sports. There's bad energy everywhere, and you just need to learn how to protect your energy.
I hear it because of whatever, like the internet wants to hate on some random shit.
It's like we have to prove ourselves more.
Yeah, exactly. That's the big difference.
I don't think so. I've seen some girls that definitely kick butt in games. So like, if guys really think like this right now about girls in gaming, I think that's absolutely ridiculous. I think that is absolutely. I definitely got sniped a couple of times by a female in Fortnite. But I never felt any hatred towards that. She's just better at Fortnite than me. So I don't understand why people are like this.
I'm a competitor. Like, I don't care about what my gender is, how much I weigh. I don't care about any of that. Like, if I'm good enough, like, then I'm good enough. Like, I just don't really believe in the.
I think it's more so them giving us a chance or seeing that we're actually good enough.
But I think the skill speaks for itself. No guy is saying, yeah, you cannot get on your computer because you're a woman. Like, no guy is saying, like, oh, you can't play online today because you're a woman.
I kind
of agree with what she's saying. Like, there's no real man that's saying, hey, you cannot be a gamer because you're a girl. Like, what is that? Like, that's absolutely absurd. It's probably an incel that gets no type of play. That says some stupid nonsense like that. You have to be a dude that gets no girls. But like, being competitive, trash talking, it's all a part of it. Like, even in sports, like we would say some wild stuff to each other, and then at the end of the game, it's like, yo, GG's, good game or whatever. You know what I mean? But a completely immature person, it would be the one that would like push it and just like, you can sense when someone is attacking you and when someone is just throwing jabs at you just to like, it makes us play better. Like but I think it's just trolls that mainly are the ones that's just acting idiotic.
I disagree with that, and like I do agree that the skill speaks for itself. While anyone can typically play any game they want and become good, the environment makes it so that it's much harder to succeed as a woman than it is as a man. There's no doubt that
I don't think I necessarily agree with that. Like, women, I don't think, like, y'all have so much power and influence. Like, number one, like she said, the skills speak for itself. If you're entertaining and you're good at what you do, then you will grow automatically. You know, like I said, there's no group of guys that are gonna be like, oh, because you're a girl, you can't game. And if there are, those guys need to be eliminated. Like, it's a dumb way of thinking. There's a lot of girl gamers that I know that are kicking butt right now. You got Re-Up, who's someone new that I started watching. You got Christology, you got Pokimane, you got Jazzy Guns. There's another girl named Mercedes. Like, there's a lot of girl Kimmy D, a lot of women girl gamers that I know of that's built a community of people who watch them because, number one, they're influential, number two, they're good at gaming, and number three, they're entertaining to watch. Occasionally you'll get that 1, 2, or 3 trolls that'll go on and say some dumb stuff, but like, that's just something that comes with the internet. I haven't experienced that yet, but as I grow, I'm pretty sure I'm gonna get some guys or girls or whoever that's gonna say something stupid or way out of pocket or whatever. But that's just something that comes with the internet. Is it right? Of course not. But I mean, that's just like, I just don't think that it will make it harder for a woman to grow in the industry. Because if you're good at what you do, then you'll succeed.
Experience will be different.
And personally, I kind of like, I mean, this is just me. I know we've been on this talking for a minute now. We're gonna move. But me personally, I like when people talk trash to me. Like, honestly, I like people talking trash to me. I like people telling me that I can't do something. I like all that stuff. I don't let that discourage me. Your words cannot discourage me. None of that. But I think it takes a very special type of person to think that way. But that type of stuff, it just fuels me, and it just makes me want to excel at what I do. Like, how cool would it be for someone to tell you that, hey, because you're a girl, you can't succeed in this. And then you just get in there and you just start kicking butt, and then you surpass his subs, you surpass his followings, and all of that good stuff. And you don't need to say a thing to him, because when he sees it, it's gonna hurt. It's gonna be like, dang, how did she grow so fast? And you probably lose a lot of, if you were to say something like that and you had a following, a lot of people will unfollow you too, because you can't think like that. All right, we are moving on. I ain't gonna try not to pause. I just really wanted to weigh in on this.
Oh yeah, the experience is different, but I don't think gaming is anti-women.
I don't think it's anti-women.
I agree with Lady in the Red.
There's just a lot more shit they have to deal with.
So like back then, you know, arcades and the first like home consoles.
Yes, I believe that too. Women do have a lot more to deal with because people are just dumb like that. But okay.
Girls and video games just weren't a thing. You know, it was like a boys only club. Anytime a girl was like interested in video games, guys would be like, oh, you know, just go play makeover, go back to the kitchen or something.
Go
you know,
make a sandwich.
It was never like that for me. It was I don't understand. It was never like that for me. I've seen girls with Game Boy SPs. I've seen girls with Nintendos. Like, what was so wrong about? First of all, who is telling a girl to go in the kitchen and make a sandwich nowadays? Like, what the hell is wrong with you? Like, who is doing that? I never ever said that or thought like that growing up. If we saw a girl that was playing a game and we're all around the table watching, if we didn't have anything, we're all around the table watching her kick butt on Pokemon or whatever she was playing. There's no way. There is no way. And if that is, y'all are wilding for that.
Yeah, exactly. And it was so dumb. And, you know, as years gone by, gaming culture has advanced, right? And it's become more accessible and diverse. Unfortunately, there's still, you know, some people out there that still treat it like it's the 90s.
Video games.
Who just took a breath like that in the microphone?
Encourage violence. 3, 2, 1.
Okay, which side was disagree? I think this side was disagree. Everybody better go to that left side.
Go.
Everybody better go to that left side. Okay,
that's because there's proof.
Okay, listen. This stresses that. Let me turn off my camera and restart it again because I don't want it to cut off. Give me 1 second. 1 second. Okay, listen to me. Gaming does not encourage violence. Let me explain why. At the age of 4, I already knew that killing was wrong and there was a consequence to it. Maybe even at 2 years old, I already knew that hurting someone was bad. There is nobody that I know of, like, I don't go on GTA and go on a rampage and kill everyone and think, you know what? Let me go to Walmart, get me a G.I. Joe outfit and just go around and shoot everybody. What is the logic behind it? Like, I already know this is fake. This is fake. It's like when you go watch a movie and you see a whole bunch of craziness happen, you know that it is fake. It doesn't encourage you to go out and do the same sadistic thing that you saw on the TV. It's just entertainment. It's just entertainment. If someone decides, hey, I'm gonna go get an M16 or an assault rifle or whatever and shoot up whatever, that's something that they had within them before even being introduced into the game. That's already something that was put into them. There's no kid that's playing GTA 5 and is gonna be like, you know what, this looks like a good idea. Let me go and do the same thing out in the streets. Because we have morals. We know right from wrong. We know there are consequences to doing stupid things like that. There's no, like, it's, no.
Wow, I just want to like kind of not be the odd one out.
So the only reason I want to say a little bit here is because anyone remembers Columbine. Like, they were inspired by video games, but...
No, I highly doubt that they were inspired by... I haven't seen the studies. She's about to say that there are studies and stuff like that. But I do believe that that was something that was in them before they even played the game. Because, like, there's something wrong with them. They already have, like, some type of hate in them that made them want to go and do that in the first place. There's nobody that's going to play a video game for the first time and just be like, oh, this looks fun, let me go do it in real life. Like, that's not happening. That's not happening. That's just like, oh, you know what? These movies, they're inspiring killing. They're inspiring this. They're inspiring that. Let's go ahead and stop making movies. Like, no. And plus, that's why you have ratings on things. GTA 5 has like a rating. It's rated M for mature. That means you need to be at least 17 or older to play that game. Same thing with movies. There's PG, PG-13. You have rated G for general audience. You have rated R. Like, all of that stuff is for entertainment. By no way, shape, or form are people creating video games to influence violence. Like, that's a dumb statement. See, that's why I was going off on that lady in the beginning, that old lady.
Like, it's
yes,
just all
yes,
mental health at
just,
the end of the day.
Thank you. There's something in them already that's making them want to go and do that. Like, it's not, there's no one that's going to see that for the first time and be like, you know what? This is okay to do. I'm going to go and do that. Like, something deep inside, something evil and deep inside of them is making them want to do that.
I just think anyone who has those kinds of issues is going to find that inspiration from any kind of medium, including movies, including games, including books. I even think the dialogue where, you know, we act like that's causing it is kind of harmful for society in general.
I think it's definitely like using video games as like a scapegoat, in my opinion. Like, it's definitely more of a mental health issue.
Exactly. Like, people would try to find anything as an excuse to get rid of something, but instead, what they really should be doing is like really looking for the root cause of the problem.
For real, video games and violence, fake news, it's a myth. You know, there's even music, rock and roll, drugs, sex, and rock and roll. And
they blamed rock once, and then they blamed rap, and then...
Exactly, man. Like,
People are just always looking for something to blame.
I think on the opposite side of that spectrum, video games could even be pointed to the thing where it could be used as an outlet for the people that have those kind of urges and thoughts. And
like, it's like an escape, right?
Exactly.
It's an escape for
many
people.
It's a whole other world.
Can you... Can you imagine just being mad at work one day and then you just go home and just decide to kill everybody? You know what? I had a very bad day at work today. I think I'm just gonna hop on GT and just kill everybody. Just kill everybody.
But I think on the underlying issue of that, I think that really comes with like the parenting. I mean, if you're having those kind of thoughts in general, I mean, there's so many of us that play video games that don't have those kind of thoughts. How would it, it's like you said, it's just a scapegoat. It's annoying.
Same thing with guns. Like, not everybody that has a gun is bad. Like, getting rid of whatever. It could be guns, video games, or whatever. Like, regardless of what you do, if you don't solve the root problem, there will always be a problem because people will find ways to cause harm anyway.
Competitive gaming is just as demanding as physical sport.
everybody better step to the left. Do not disrespect us athletes. Dude, I know I don't have the body of an athlete right now, but listen, summertime, your boy is on that.
3, 2.
Do not disrespect us athletes. Get the hell out of here, pink shirt! Get the heck out of here! Oh my gosh!
Traditional sports, you have to push your body to such lengths to be able to do those physical feats, to be the best, to be whatever. I just don't think that it's as hard.
I agree. I'm usually like sitting on my computer for almost 10 to 12 hours a day. Physically, I'm not doing anything near an NFL or NBA.
I don't know how y'all do that. I don't think I could ever do Twitch streaming. 6 hours a day sitting in front of a computer. I just don't think. She said 12 hours a day. I don't know how. Yeah, I'd be passed out the next day. I would be passed out the next day. But to the dude, I want to hear what he says. I really want to hear what he says.
I don't play basketball, but I don't think that they're working on like frames per second kinds of levels of reaction and speed.
But then, you know, not all sports are.
I don't think that they're working on I don't think these people understand. These people probably have never played a sport a day in their life. I don't think they understand the level of commitment and like you are pushing your body to its limits and then pushing it past its limits. LeBron James spends millions of dollars towards recovery and his health in order to stay at the top level. I want to see one of y'all's attempt to dunk a basketball. Forget dunking a basketball. How about you run back and forth on a soccer field a couple of times? Or better yet, how about one of y'all get tackled by a football player and try to survive? And tell me if it's the same demanding, if it's the whatever the damn question is. That makes absolutely no sense to me. Weak ass Jordans you got on your feet, boy. Come back over here, sir, with your Johnny Cash haircut, sir.
Intensive as like football and like soccer and UFC.
We're probably all thinking basketball, football.
Yeah, because it's the mainstream stuff, you know. Because there's
I think
also
that's
like
what the question was, no?
yeah, there's also
No, but there's also golf. There's also like
bowling, darts.
It doesn't matter. They're talking about sports in general. And sports, some are more physically demanding than others. Obviously. But it's not as like how much are you benching, sir? Are you lifting weights with your fingers so that way you can make sure that you're button mashing correctly? Like, get the heck out of here.
You know?
Your makeup is laid perfectly, sis.
And I think gaming esports is like as demanding as those.
Every time I hear him say that, I feel like smacking my computer screen. I feel like I want to throw him off of a building right now.
If not beyond that.
Trash talk is part of the fun.
Absolutely.
3,
Absolutely.
2, 1, go.
Oh, okay.
It's hella fun.
Why are you jumping in the back? What is wrong with you?
And it's competition, you know? You're trying to get everyone riled up. You're trying to throw everyone off their game.
He's waiting for this one, yeah.
you spit some words.
You know, once people start taking like life problems and weight and try to like find stuff up on you, that's where it gets petty and it's childish. But trash talking is super fun. I do it a lot on stream, you know.
I love trash talking people. It's so fun. If you're doing it in good fun, then I think that trash talk is essential to any video game, honestly.
builds up hype, yeah. It's not like
Even if I die or if they die, my go-to is you're trash. Like, that's just,
Here you go.
That's probably my go-to.
I think I call people dog shit idiots a lot.
I say dog shit way too much.
I always call people virgins, but I always say like you're a fucking virgin, but I only say it on the mic because then you can you can understand my tone and it's not that serious. But I would never like type something like that.
Actually, I have a whole like diss track about me, like on YouTube. Yeah. And then my friend just wrote one back. So there's just like, and then everyone's hyped about it. Everyone just, yeah.
No one is going to look that up. Why are you trying to plug? No one is going to look that up. No one cares, sir. No one cares that you have a diss track about. I have a diss track about me. Oh, look at this fake Mario Lopez over here. Oh my gosh, I have a diss track about me. Sir, go sit down, please. Your black tea is faded.
Yeah. And then my friend just wrote one back. So there's just like, and then everyone's hyped about it. Everyone just, yeah.
My family is skeptical of my career. 3, 2, 1, go.
I'll start because I guess I'm a little older. Back then, it wasn't ever a career. Now it's so different. Like if I were to tell my parents like, yeah, hey, I have a 401k from gaming. Like I have health insurance, I have everything, just like a regular job with like a bachelor's degree or whatnot.
So I'm a little bit younger, and my parents were always super supportive. I quit football and sports when I was in like 7th grade, and I just really started gaming. Even after high school, my dad gave me a whole year to try to do something with it. Started making some money, and it just took off from there. So my parents were very like good about it, and it makes me feel like proud.
I mean,
that's dope. My parents would have been like, hell nah, you better go to school, you better go get a degree and come back with that degree and get yourself a job. Ain't no way. It's crazy to see how much gaming on YouTube has grown over the years. Like YouTube has been like my go-to source of media since like when I graduated. This was like back in like 2011. I'm only 28, y'all. Don't size me in the comments. But the first person that I've ever watched gaming was PewDiePie when he was playing what's that game called? What is that game called? Slender Man. That was my first gaming video that I've ever watched, and ever since then I've been hooked on watching gaming videos. But I never knew that you can actually make money from it. Not until like maybe 2016 maybe, because I think that's when I was kind of introduced to because after PewDiePie I started watching Dashie, and then I got introduced to Corey, then Iberleezy, and then a couple of other gaming individuals. I never heard about Twitch until like maybe like last year or the year before that, and I didn't know people were making like crazy money off of this stuff. So I started my YouTube channel back in January this year, and I was like, yo, like I'm down to do the same thing because I can be just as entertaining and funny as them. It's doing something that I actually like to do. And of course it's going to be work that you have to put in countless of hours, but it's definitely worth it in the end when you can bring people together and not call them fat and crazy names, and just create a healthy environment where people can come in no matter where their background is, and they can just enjoy some good quality content, feel good about themselves, and just enjoy. But my parents would have been like, hell no, sir, you are going to making money on YouTube would never cross my parents' mind.
Parents did a very similar thing, and after I graduated high school, I asked for a chance. I was like, hey, could I have...
By the way, I dropped out of high school. My parents did not give me a year to think about what I dropped out. I went to school for 2 semesters, and I was like, I already knew, like, this was not, I can't commit to this. I am out of here.
Just a year. I want to really see if I can make this work. You know, I want to pursue my dreams, and I won the tournament that, you know, we both popped off in.
Yeah.
And, if this was 3 years ago, I'd say I'd be over there saying that they'd be skeptical. They don't know, but my dad's always been supportive of me, and I'm thankful for that.
During high school, there wasn't really money in it yet, and my parents were just like, nah, that doesn't sound like a good idea. You're kind of throwing your life away. So then I got a regular career, and then when my friends started making money in video games, I was like, what the fuck am I still doing here? They saw how much happier I was doing this versus that, and they knew I was capable of that. Now they're like watching on stream together, like they're showing up to some live events here and there.
My mom is very, very supportive of what I do.
My parents would not watch my videos. They would not watch my videos.
But I was living with my grandparents for a while, and they actually kicked me out and were charging me rent because they didn't see live streaming or competing in video games as an actual job. So I moved back in with my mom, and I got to quit that job, and now I'm living my dream. So
I don't have much family. I just have my mom right now, and she's an immigrant and very old school, so you can imagine how she feels about it. She always said, you know, you're wasting your time. You know, I didn't work so hard to make a family here just so you can play video games. You should make something of yourself. But ultimately, in the end, you know, as long as
that's how it's like with the older generation. Like, I understand why they're so hard on going to school, because that's all that they know. Literally, that's all that they know. That's all they've known since they moved over here and did whatever they did to get over here. Like, my parents are originally from Haiti. They didn't know what they were gonna do when they got over here. My mom was actually pregnant with me at the time when she came over here, and they ended up, you know, making things work. And the only thing that they knew was like, hey, when you graduate and everything, you need to go to school, get a good degree, and just do better than us. But the way how technology is shifting nowadays, like, school is not the only way for you to be successful in America now, or anywhere now. Like, if you have the internet, there's many different types of things that you can get into where you can make money, whether it's real estate, whether it's digital marketing, stocks. Gaming just happens to be one of them. So, like, being an influencer or creator, an influencer was not a thing when I was in high school. An influencer was not a thing. Even in 2015, I don't think an influencer was a thing. This is something new that just happened. And when something new comes, people just tend to join the wave, as you should, you know. But school is not the only thing. That's what it boiled down to me. It's either I'm going to go to school, or else I'm just going to try and find something that I can get into that I know that I'm going to be passionate about. But I know I cannot sit in class. I just hated it.
Happy with my life, and I became successful in my own definition, then she was okay with it as well. But she still hates gaming.
Yeah. What are your parents from?
My mother's from the Philippines, and my father's from India.
Okay. My parents are Hispanic. They definitely weren't about it initially, too.
Mm-hmm.
They'll understand it when they see the money.
Yeah. It sucks, though. Like, you have to make money for people to realize it's actually a career.
Yeah, you show them a paycheck.
It sucks, but like I said, they only know what they know, so it's not their fault. So until you actually show that it's a lucrative way of making money and you're taking care of yourself, then that's when they'll back off and be like, all right, cool.
They're like,
happy.
yeah,
okay.
this is legit.
Yeah.
Okay, I like it. Yeah.
I make a good living from gaming. 3, 2, 1, go.
Okay, obviously, I definitely want to see what he has to say, but obviously I'm new, so no, I don't make a good living from gaming yet, but that is the end goal, to where I can definitely, no longer have to work. I can live a great life, travel the world, and make an impact. I want to travel and go to different places and just do some meaningful work that can change the lives of others.
Depends on what you guys define as good living. I live in Silicon Valley in the Bay Area. The highest cost of living ever. This
move out.
Career I have it's a side hustle. If I just did any one of those by itself, I would not make it.
I used to live in a trailer with my dad in Ohio, so I understand the struggle. I used to sleep on the mattress, on a floor. Gaming, I started streaming. I started, getting a lot of attention in tournaments. I was making a lot of money there. I mean, now I live in a really nice part of California, like rent-free with my girlfriend, and there's a lot of money to be made in gaming, whether it's streaming, YouTube, tournaments, sponsorships, the World Cup that was like 30 million, there's just
ridiculous numbers.
Yeah. Well, the reason why I'm not on strongly agree is because it's so unreliable and inconsistent, in my opinion, which is something you have to worry about. And you don't know if you're even going to place top 8. Most of the time tournament payouts can take months.
I'd say I make a really good living. I think that Fortnite has given me a lot of opportunities. I mean, the viewership and the tournament prize winnings alone is ridiculous. I mean,
Okay, so these are pro gamers, meaning they actually participate in competitive gaming tournaments and stuff like that, which I really know nothing about. In my mind, I'm thinking like they're like YouTubers and stuff like that. And I can kind of see where she's coming from when she says it's unreliable, because like when you're at a tournament, it's either you win the money or you don't, and then you just leave with nothing if you don't win anything. But if you're actually into like editing and creating content and things like that, then it can definitely provide you some stable income once you develop that community.
I'm getting way too much money for just playing video games, to be honest.
I think it really depends on the game you're playing.
Yeah, I play Smash, and Nintendo does not give a shit about us. So like, I still make enough to like, I have a car, I have a roof over my head, I got 401k, I got, like, I'm fine, but I'm not making like fuck you money. You know what I mean? Like, I'm not making like Fortnite money. And so for me personally, that's just the life of the game that I chose.
I don't know why. Every time I see him, I think of a Walmart version of Mario Lopez. I'm sorry, bro. I am so sorry.
If you're playing Fortnite, you picked the right one.
Every time he says, I'm sorry, but I don't make FU money, I'm thinking, yeah, well, yeah, because you're not Mario.
I'm sponsored. I have benefits. I'm comfortable. I'm happy. I love what I do. And
okay, get the bag,
not
miss.
only win money from tournaments, but I'm also contracted, so.
But Nina's out here doing her thing!
You know, maybe our definitions of good living are different. I mean, me and Aiden, especially, I know that we come from, you know, not particularly the best, you know, living. I mean, I used to live in Louisiana back in, like, you know, middle of nowhere where nobody would even know where I am. My salary right now is way more than enough to make a good living off of it. But then again, it depends on the area you live in. If you're living over there, I mean...
Yeah, like if I lived in Kansas, I'd be filthy rich.
Why not move to Kansas? Sometimes, ladies and gentlemen, you just have to do what you have to do. Like, if you can make... Listen, I know in those places, the cost of living is extremely low because they're not desirable to live at. There's almost nobody out there. But if you could, I mean, you don't necessarily have to move to Kansas, but you can move to other locations where the cost of living is not so high. Like, I know California, the cost of living high. New York, the cost of living high. South Florida, where I'm at, the cost of living high. But if it's to the point where like you're struggling with everything, it's okay to make that decision to move somewhere where everything is lower, so that way you don't have that much pressure and you can just focus on creating that income, because it doesn't matter where you're at. You can be in a different country or whatever and still participate in gaming and make money off of it.
Filthy rich, I'd be like making it rain.
I found deeper relationships through gaming than anywhere else. 3, 2, 1, go.
I'd say I've made some of my best friends ever. And even if the game is done, we've already built a bond past that, where now we're just friends, and none of all these connections and things that have gone on wouldn't exist anymore unless I played this game.
You know, back in high school.
Do you know how much of a flex it is right now for me to say, do you know how much of a flex it is right now to now say I have a friend in Canada? I have a Canadian friend. Do you know how cool that sounds to me? Like, I was looking at my YouTube analytics the other day just to see where some of my viewers are coming, my viewership is coming from, like the different countries. I seen some from India, Bangladesh, the UK. I'm like, dang. Like, people from all over the world have gotten to see. They may not have watched the whole video, but they've gotten to see a piece of me. Like, they've gotten to see me. And some of those people are actually subscribed right now, and I think that's pretty dope.
I was like really nervous to talk to like ladies, and I never had a girlfriend in high school, and then after high school I met my girlfriend that I currently live with. So I think one thing too is people online are...
Look at her sizing him up. Why did you size him up like that? It's okay. It's okay.
Well,
you can find another one.
I currently live
you
with.
You can find another. She's hot. She's hot. She's mad. She's mad. She's mad.
People online
it's okay. It's okay. It's okay.
Way more open than in person. Like, you feel a lot more comfortable.
Never in my life would I think through just gaming. You could meet people that you can call your brothers and sisters for life. Like, I have those. Like, I would die for these people. We live around the country. I was like, do you guys want to go to Canada? They're like, sure. And we just had the time of our life.
That is dope to me. That is super dope. That is amazing. I would love to do that one day. Like, that is the definition of living your best life. Like, when you're able to do stuff like that on a whim, like, hey, you know what? We have a friend that lives in Canada. Let's go. Let's hit her up and see if she's down to hang out. And if she is, we can go find a spot, chill, and do whatever. Like, you know what I mean?
I just met them online through gaming or at a tournament.
I agree with you guys. I mean, gaming has led me to a bunch of
her or him, her or him.
Even this, where I meet people, and that's built those relationships. And I think that gaming, I mean, I've met everybody through that. Now that I'm thinking about it, it's pretty cool. Nice to meet you.
I hope you go to Dream.
I think
so. Maybe.
Nice
to meet you, man.
Are you going to Dream? Absolutely. We're all going to Dream.
This was a pretty cool video. I hope. Yeah, this was a dope video. I just want to make sure I get your name correctly. I do not. I got to put respect on your name. I have to put respect on your name. Sir Mala, I have to put respect on your name, but thank you for recommending this video to me. This was really very insightful. I liked hearing everybody's different responses. The one that I stuck on the most was that first question in regards to like the I can't even say the word right, misogynist, the one that's about anti-women, y'all. Let me know what you guys think in the comment section down below. I'm new to the whole, gaming online thing, so I may be uneducated in some areas. I don't know, like every other girl's experience may be completely different, so I really don't know. But I enjoyed the video. I hope you all enjoyed the video. Go ahead and hit that like button, and if you're new, subscribe to the channel. And let's continue to grow the community. So I will see you all in the next video. Peace out.